Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? Saints Co-Defensive Coordinator Kris is set to interview for the Miami Dolphins DC job. This after the Saints' other co-defensive coordinator, Ryan Nielsen, interviewed for the Falcons' DC job. So the Saints could in theory, lose both of their co-defensive coordinators this year. Now, a lot of people wanted to see changes on this coaching staff after a 7-10 season. I don't know that any of us were pointing to the defensive side of the ball because that's where Dennis Allen is sort of running things anyway. We all wanted to see changes on the offensive side, and that clearly isn't coming. I'll remind you of this. When Dennis Allen was hired, at his introductory press conference, he was asked if he was going to continue calling the defense. This is what he said.
I was telling somebody before, it's hard to turn your baby over. You know what I mean? And so I see myself, still, being heavily involved there and heavily involved with the game plan and even potentially the play calling.
It's interesting how a lot of people laughed then, felt like you could chuckle and be lighthearted at the introductory press conference. When you're 7-10, it's not quite as funny. So if they lose Kris, if they lose Ryan Nielsen, I'm not going to sit here and say that that's a net zero. It's not a zero-sum equation, but it's Dennis Allen's calling your defense anyway. And if he's calling your defense and implementing what he wants, the defense has been good, and I have no problem with that. We've talked about that. Dennis Allen, I think, is an elite defensive coordinator in the NFL. Okay. So if he's going to keep calling the defense, then I really don't care who he hires and gives the title as co-defensive coordinator. You're basically just finding someone else to work in your secondary and with your D-line to replace Nielsen and Richard. The bigger issue is what do you do to fix your offense on your staff and on the field? And that is certainly a more complicated question. There does not seem to be any easy answer as of right now. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.